Welcome to Grand Prairie Update. I'm Terry Briggs.
And I'm Don Johnson. Here's what's happening in your city.
We pray, Lord, in these very difficult hours, you will watch over them, you will guide them, you will direct them, and long term, you will provide for them.
Grand Prairie is offering prayers for police after last week's ambush in Dallas that killed 5 officers. During a noon-hour vigil on Monday, speakers said prayers are needed to stop the hatred and divisiveness that puts both the police and public in danger.
We don't understand how our society has come to the point where we cannot communicate respectfully and without violence. We fully acknowledge that we, as public servants, should be held accountable. But we also don't understand why, when officers across the country may make a mistake, why all of us are stereotyped as bad or evil. Because, folks, I will tell you, as you saw Friday night, when the shooting started, the officers ran to the threat to protect those who were protesting and demonstrating. And I think that sums it up.
We need to pray for each other. Yourself, you need to pray tonight because you don't want your heart to get hardened over this, folks. We need to pray that God will help us get through this individually, that our hearts will not become crusted over and hardened.
Officials say the public can show support for their police and their community by displaying a unity ribbon. The ribbons are available for a $5 donation at the Grand Prairie Police and Fire Public Safety Building. It's mosquito season, and that means the threat of Zika, chikungunya, and West Nile virus. The city of Grand Prairie is attacking the mosquito threat with a strategy called Fight the Bite. Here's how it works. Mosquitoes breed in standing water, so places that collect water are constantly monitored and treated with larvicide as needed. Abandoned pools are also checked and, if necessary, treated to kill larvae. Each week, 2 types of mosquito traps are set out across the city. One is for the mosquito that spreads Zika and Chick V, the other for the biter that carries West Nile. The next day, the traps are emptied and the specimens are sent to a local lab to be tested for disease. Within 48 hours, the city is notified about positive samples, informs the public, and takes action. If Zika or Chick V is found in a sample or there is a confirmed human case, a thermal insecticide fogger and a ground sprayer will be used to treat the property where the trap was set or the victim lives. The infection site and nearby properties will also be inspected for breeding sources that will be treated with insecticide. A truck-mounted sprayer will then apply insecticide to the surrounding neighborhood.
We need to look closely at possible breeding sites because these mosquitoes aren't flying from a mile away. They're probably born in that yard or in the yard next door. They don't travel far. They usually breed, live, and die within that 150-foot radius.
When there is a positive West Nile sample or infection, the city will continue to respond with 2 nights of ground spraying in the neighborhood where the sample was trapped or the victim lives. Grand Prairie residents can do their part to fight the bite by following the 4 Ds. Use mosquito spray with DEET when you're outdoors, day or night. Wear long sleeves and pants when you're outdoors. Drain standing water around your home. Avoid being outside at dusk or dawn when mosquitoes are most active.
People just need to get into the habit of spraying mosquito repellents every time they leave the house because we have the biters at dusk and dawn, but we also have the Aedes mosquitoes that carry Zika and Chick V and dengue and other diseases. Those are daytime biters. So people just need to make sure that they spray every time they leave the house.
You can find more information about the city's mosquito strategy online at gptx.org/fightthebite.
That's it for this edition of Grand Prairie Update.
Hope you'll join us next time.